Have you RSVP'd for the biggest event in Dallas, Texas, Picking Up the Pieces Expo, hosted by Twyla M. Marks, the host of the Divorce Talk with Twyla Show? This expo is designed to empower and transform individuals who have experienced divorce while teaching and providing healthy resources and a safe space to heal towards a better relational future. Expo date, April 22nd, 2023. Location, Fairfield by Marriott Cascades Conference Center, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Speaker lineup is Katie Davey, co-parenting expert, Susan Guthrie, top divorce attorney and mediator, Dee Rowan, author and storytelling coach, Jennifer Hurwitz, dating coach and relationship expert, Carlene Johnson, certified real estate divorce professional, Anthony Davis, author and self-care coach, Judge Vonda B., Dallas County, keynote speaker, Dr. Kareem R. Ellis, #1 breakthrough strategist and best-selling author of GPS My Success. RSVP on eventbrite.com and reserve your free seat. And there's also a limited number of VIP tickets for $50. Sponsorship and vendor opportunities are available. Contact Twyla M. Marks for additional details. Don't miss this event. Welcome to the Divorce Talk with Twyla Show, where we talk all things divorce. You will be encouraged, inspired, informed, and empowered. Now, let's welcome our host, Twyla M. Marks, the #1 divorce recovery expert. Enjoy the show.
Well, hello, everyone. Wow, this is another edition of the Divorce Talk with Twyla Show. And I'm solo today because I have something I want to talk to you all about. I posted out there last week about this topic, and let's talk about it. A little bit about myself. I am the #1 divorce recovery expert. I went through a very tumultuous divorce about 15 years ago now. Wow. Time flies, right? That's what they say. But yes, guys. So I have fully recovered. When I say fully recovered, I've recovered emotionally, physically, spiritually. I'm just a different person than I was then. Am I rich? No, but I am rich in spirit. I'm rich in emotions, and I'm rich in physically, because that thing, y'all, it about took me out of here. Like, I cannot believe how much I went through, and to be where I am today, it still blows my mind. My goodness, it really does. So I want to talk about divorce doesn't discriminate. And it's been a rash of divorces, breakups of celebrities, people with status, people with influence. And you know what? Let's talk about, what does the word discriminate mean? What is discrimination? In Webster's dictionary, I'm going to read it verbatim. It says, the unjust treatment of different categories of people, especially on the grounds of ethnicity, age, sex, or disability. The unjust treatment, and it does not discriminate. So look, all of these celebrities are getting divorced. They're breaking up. Folks that have been together for many, many years. And you know what? I've come to discover it doesn't matter how many years you've been with the person, whether you've been with the person 5 years, 5 months, 50 years, whatever. It does not matter. It does not. So what I want to talk to you about, a stat here, is 50% of marriages end in divorce. Wow. Now, nobody gets married to end their marriage in divorce, right? That's a high number. So listen, what do you think is causing divorces? And is there any fight anymore for marriages? Do people fight for their marriages? And I'm not here, guys, ladies, to figure out the why these folks are getting divorced or going their separate ways or separated, whatever they have going on. I'm not, because I'm not here to judge. And I was there, so I completely understand the dynamic of not being happy in a marriage. Now, listen, let's put a pin there. Some people say, oh, you can go to therapy, you can go to counseling. Yes, you can. And I did that. So I am a component of going to counseling and getting therapy. But what I'm not a component of is to stay in a marriage where you're still miserable and you've done all you can do and have done all you can do to work it out and it still doesn't work. Well, that means for me, and I did, that means I say, bye bye. That's it. I'm out of there. So, yes, I fought for my marriage. So I pose the question, is there any fight for marriages anymore? I believe so. I believe people do fight. I don't think at the drop of a dime people say, "I'm pack bags, I'm gone." Now, there may be some situations that does happen. I'm not talking about physical abuse or anything of that nature that's putting yourself or your children in harm's way. No, I'm not talking about that part. But what I am talking about is when you truly want to fight for your marriage, I think people, generally speaking, I think people still do that. Now, we know the year 2020 that caused an uptick in divorces across the country. Why? I'm glad you asked. Well, we were all on lockdown, right? We were all on lockdown, shut down, whatever you want to call it. And so we had to be with our spouse a lot more than we ever had before. You know, nobody was going out the house to go to work. Nobody was doing these things. Couldn't even hardly go to the grocery store. Everything was, y'all know, we were on lockdown. Some states stayed on lockdown longer than others in cities and that nature. But here in Texas, oh, it was a while. Oh gosh, probably about 7 months or so, if I'm not mistaken. But still, you saw a lot of people that, you know what, I just don't like you. I just don't like you. I don't want to be in the same house as you. And that had caused a divorce. And so that was one thing I know the year 2020, and I was doing some research, they talked about that. And so what do you think we can get back to? What do you think? Do you think we need to get back to the basics? Do you think people need to slow down, pump the brakes? And let's talk about that. If you are going through a divorce or you have divorce, work on you. Get your identity back, meaning don't try to get out there, y'all, and just date. What are you dating for? Are you dating out of loneliness? Like, slow down and say, let me do some things that I enjoy doing. Me personally, I went out and I've shared this. I used to go out every Friday night. Yes, I sure did. And get me a nice little drink and just enjoy my company and my space. Initially, it was awkward. Well, yeah, it was. It was very awkward. But I did that. And so, you know, I think that people get out there too fast. And second marriages end in divorce. It's a higher rate than the first marriage because, to prove my point, people get out there too fast. They don't do the self work and the self healing because, y'all, divorce, you got to take some time to heal, especially if you were married for any length of time. You do have to take some time to heal, folks. Heal. And then for me, I had drama. There was drama going on in my divorce, post-divorce. So I didn't want to bring somebody into that foolishness, all that drama I had going on. No. It wasn't fair. It would not have been fair. It wasn't fair to me. It wasn't fair to my kids. It wasn't fair to the person, especially the other person, because they were going to be coming into a whole mess. Do y'all hear me? A whole mess. And it was that. And then some people might ask, life after divorce, what does that look like? Sometimes it takes a while to even make the decision to leave. Like I mentioned already, I don't think people just wake up overnight and say, I'm out of here. It may take you months, and it may even take years. It took me 5 years to make the decision to leave. And so once I made that decision, then you got to deal with your emotions. You're on an emotional roller coaster. You deal with kids. What is this co-parenting thing going to look like? You deal with finances. Maybe your home, it took a 2-income home to sustain the bills. Now you're down to 1. Are you going to get a part-time job? Are you going to go, you're going to downsize, or whatever the case may be? And then the house, are you going to sell the house? Are you going to keep the house? These are things you think about, or have to think about, or should think about and consider. And then your new circle of friends. Your whole life changes after a divorce, folks. New circle of friends. meaning some of your mutual friends that you and your soon to be ex or now ex may not be in your circle anymore. Why? Because they are cool with y'all, and if y'all aren't in a happy place, a cordial place, guess what? They may decide they're going to pick sides or whatever, and it's just not going to be the same. And then you, as the divorcee, may feel completely uncomfortable being in that group of friends going forward. So starting over. I mentioned moving out. If you decide to move out the house, sell the house, you're starting completely over. A new home, new furniture, all of that, whatever. It's a new life for you and your children if you do have kids. We talked about self-care. Handle you, take care of you, get yourself in some therapy. Go do something you enjoy doing, whatever that may look like, whatever that is. You may not even know, but if you do it. Take yourself on a solo trip. Go. Enjoy. Get on somebody's beach and just sit there and look cute. Get on a nice sun hat and then your swimsuit and just do you. So, and then you may be afraid. What does this look like? Nervous, anxious, anxiety, all of those things. Been there, done that. And these are perfectly okay. And remember, it's okay to not be okay. Just don't stay there. But you know what? Don't rush it. It takes time. You will get there. I promise you will get there. And last but certainly not least, make sure your kids are in a good space. If that means putting your kids in therapy, family therapy all together, do that. But go through the healing process, because if you don't, what's going to happen when you get into another relationship, it's that whole cycle all over again. Especially if you're coming out of a relationship with a narcissist. If you were married to a narcissist, my God, today, hey, I was right here. Yeah. So please, folks, please, sir, please, ma'am, get yourself into some therapy, counseling. It may not need to happen immediately because you're dealing with the dynamic of everything that's going on in a divorce. Some states' divorce laws are different than others. So it may take longer in other states. Here in Texas, if it's uncontested, you can be divorced in 90 days from the time that you filed. So that's what I want to say about that, the life after divorce. If you are feeling like doom and gloom right now, before I end this, listen, please know that you will get through it. It's not easy. I cried many a night, y'all. That pillow was wet as ever. But you know what? It was those tears and that pain that developed purpose. And where I am today, being a talk show host of a Divorce Talk with Twyla show that's out there internationally, platform, my brand, and all of that, where we talk all things divorce and the recovery process of it. Had it not been what I went through many years ago, I would not be where I am today to help you. So I hope this was some great information for you. Divorce doesn't discriminate, because we all bleed the same color blood. We all have feelings, and we all go through life's challenges. And some of those life challenges is possibly getting a divorce. It's not the end of the world. It may just be a new beginning, because there is life after divorce, and you will get your happy back. So smile and go do you. All right, y'all. This is Twyla M. Marks. I am your #1 divorce recovery expert. I am out.
We hope you are encouraged, inspired, informed, and empowered. Be sure to subscribe to the Divorce Talk with Twyla Show YouTube channel and invite your friends and family next time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we are out.